The zoning subcommittee meeting of the Revere City Council for November 9th, 2015. Sorry for the late start this evening. However, we only have one matter on the agenda. We have two matters actually on the agenda. One will actually be heard. Petition C-15-10, petition by David Massey, 25 Renee Drive, Wakefield, seeking permission from the Revere City Council to just construct 4 townhouse units on Parcel 1A on Lamson Street, will be held over as the attorney was unable to be present tonight. We'll hold that till the next meeting. Second item on the agenda is petition C-15-11, Oxford Airport Technical Services, 47 Meacham Avenue, Elmont, New York, seeking permission from the Revere City Council to convert one non-conforming use, which is a contractor storage yard, to another non-conforming use, which is a maintenance and repair facility at 885 North Shore Road within the GB district. I believe the applicant is here. If you would please state your name, or names, and addresses.
Mr. Chairman, honorable members, James Cipolletta, 385 Broadway, Revere, on behalf of Oxford. As you know, this is our second time through both the public hearing stage and the subcommittee. So we've reviewed our site plan review conditions, and they all seem to be in order. We've had a discussion with Councilor Powers, who is the ward councilor, and he has been down there numerous times, spoken to the neighbors. He seems to be satisfied, as do the neighbors. And so unless there are specific questions regarding the zoning issue, I would just ask that the client from Oxford be able to answer any of the specific questions regarding the operation, the hours of operation, what they do. As you know, this is an off-site repair facility for small mechanical and vehicular machines, primarily from JetBlue, and they just told me, as I was looking at the gentleman's pin that said 39, that this Thursday, they celebrated their 40th year in business. So they're a pretty well-established company.
Thank you, Attorney Cipolletta. Any councils like to ask any questions? Council Novoselsky?
Yes, I do, Mr. Chairman. Thank you. Now, you're not doing any renovations of the property at all, am I correct?
No.
I mean, landscape, other than the landscape that they want, but hot top or anything like that?
The landlord already hot topped it before we even put it.
Okay. Do you have to go in front of Concom on this?
That was prior to our engaging in the lease, so I think for this use, no.
No. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Councilor Novoselsky. Any other Councilor Ganasso?
Quick question. Where's 885 North Shore Road?
It's the old fence company.
Where?
It's the old fence company?
Budget fence there?
Yes. Yes.
Down near, adjacent to Oak Island?
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Ganasso. A couple of things that occurred to me, and this is a petition that's actually before us, was withdrawn, so we have a little bit more experience with it. But back on June 24th, site plan review chimed in on this with the following recommendations, and that is, number one, that the parking lot shall be striped with clear pavement markings for parking spaces, which are to be 19 by 18 feet, and access and egress markings in accordance with a plan to be approved by the Site Plan Review Committee. Has that been devised yet, that plan?
I think we have a plan. We haven't done the striping.
All right, okay, but you got to bring that down to them. Number two, there should be no outdoor storage of materials or equipment, unregistered vehicles, or vehicles under repair, I guess outside the building. Is that your understanding of the okay. And number three, the existing standing accessory sign shall be removed, and all future signage shall be approved by the Site Plan Review Committee. Are you going to put a sign up?
We'd like to, yeah.
Okay, so just you got to know, you got to bring that before Site Plan Review too. You got to file a bond and all that stuff. All right, in addition to that, it's my understanding that Councilor Powers, who I spoke with prior to this meeting, had agreed to a couple of other restrictions, one restriction and one one cosmetic change. And the first restriction was hours of operation. We have some agreement on that hours of operation that you're aware of?
I think we discussed 7 to 7.
7 to 7.
Yeah.
All right, I think that probably is well within the parameters that Councilor Powers was looking for. But we will find out at the regular meeting shortly. The last issue is the fence surrounding, the current chain link fence surrounding the building. There's to be placed, according to Councilor Powers, slats to prevent sights into the site. Plastic slats in particular on that, as supposed to be installed in that fence. Is that your understanding as well?
Yes.
All right, very good. Well, at this point, I'll entertain I should have mentioned the fact that Councilor Ganasso, my committee member, and Councilor Novoselsky, my subcommittee member, are both in attendance, along with Councilor Patch, Councilor Zambuda just came in, and Councilor Janino, all present here this evening. So I'll entertain a motion by either subcommittee member to forward this to the City Council
Motion to vote favorably forwarding to the Council of the Whole.
with a favorable recommendation. Thank you, Councilor Ganasso. Councilor Novoselsky being in favor as well. The three of us being in favor as subcommittee will report it out favorably to the full City Council, with the understanding, of course, that the City Council acts independently, and this is merely advise and consent, so to speak. But with the restrictions that were mentioned just previously from site plan review and the agreement with Councilor Powers. So if there's nothing else,
Very well, thank you.
thank you,
Mr. Chairman.
gentlemen. We'll be convening the City Council meeting in about 10 minutes.
Thank you.
That being the only item on the agenda this evening, I will close the November 9th meeting of the Revere Zoning Subcommittee. Thank you.